For many, football is as important to Thanksgiving as turkey, gravy, and family. Jim Nantz is the lead play-by-play announcer for the NFL on CBS. He joins us from Texas this morning, where the Dallas Cowboys host the Oakland Raiders this afternoon. Mr. Nantz, good morning.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. You're right, man. It's football, family, feasting. It's all part of this day, no question.
Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Let's talk about today's game. Tony Romo's taken a lot of flack over the years for making some clutch mistakes, but I'll tell you what, on Sunday he looked pretty good. What are you expecting today?
I don't know why he's such a lightning rod guy for that kind of stuff. I think he's had actually a very good career. You're right. He's always seemed to be a guy that's under the microscope more than other quarterbacks. And I have to say, in some of these years where maybe he threw an ill-timed interception, the Cowboys would not have even been in position to make a playoff run if it wasn't for Tony. He's having a great year. Not a good year, a great year. And I expect later today, I think a lot of people are going to see why I say that.
So, Jim, you're in Dallas right now. You're in Irving. What's the atmosphere like? I'm from Dallas, so I know on a game day it's a pretty big deal.
Well, you know then how this city, it's all Cowboys 365. And I got to say this year, and I've been around this team for years, that win last week against the New York Giants was a big one. One of the biggest ones they've had in a long, long time. And it's created a lot of optimism here that maybe the Cowboys, that being the swing game, that they feed off of that and make a big run now toward the playoffs. They're currently tied in their division with Philadelphia. They're big favorites today against Oakland. And the Cowboys are undefeated in their division. And things are coming together. There's some really positive signs with the Cowboys this year.
Jim, there's going to be a very special moment coming up today where CBS will honor the late and great broadcaster Pat Summerall. I grew up watching him. You watched him. I know you're a student of this business as much as anyone. What did Pat mean to broadcasting?
Well, first off, I was lucky enough because, CBS decided one year to hire a kid broadcaster. That would be me. And I got to ride Mr. Summerall's coattails for a long time, working golf tournaments together for over 10 years, and he remained a very close friend until he passed away on April the 16th this year. We're going to open up our broadcast later today with Pat stitching together some of his Thanksgiving commentary through the years, because he always had a game in either Dallas or Detroit, alternating years. And it's our opening tease and a tribute to Pat. What did Pat mean? I'll put it this way. He was on our side of CBS, in our division. He was our Walter Cronkite. And he was just a tremendous presence. And I think he really helped build the brand of CBS. He's a very important voice in the history of this network. And as far as the broadcasting of sport, maybe, I think some people would say the greatest of all time. Clearly, with the National Football League, he was the voice of the NFL. I think of him every single time I walk into that booth. I will later today. I'll think of Pat, as I do every week, and think of the profound influence he had on my life and my career.
Well, you mentioned Pat's busy schedule. Yours is very busy this weekend as well. On Sunday, you're also double duty, Broncos and the Chiefs, the game in Kansas City. How big is that game in terms of the AFC?
That one really is going to settle a lot of things, Vanita, because you've got the two teams are tied for the best record in the AFC. They're, of course, both in the AFC West Division. They met just a couple of weeks ago in Denver, and the Broncos beat them there by 10. But the Chiefs and the Broncos both come into this one after really heartbreaking losses last week by a field goal at the end. So by a field goal margin, I should say. So a lot riding on that one. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City is raucous. They actually had the World Book of Records adjudicator there recently, and he certified it as the loudest stadium in the world, 137.5 decibels. I cannot hear anything in my headset. It just, as much as Lance Barrow, our producer, tries to feed me a few cues to commercial or whatever, it's impossible. So it's just a wild scene, and I know it's going to be at its loudest and at its best on Sunday.
Jim Nantz, you're the best, my friend. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the game later today.
To you as well.
Don't work too hard.
We will.